Hey guys, this isn't going to be the normal video. I am doing a Elimination Chamber review. I uh, I will also review the press event, which I think if you're a WWE fan, if you enjoy WWE, you should definitely watch because that press event was just fire. The Australian fans were amazing. I actually hope WWE goes to Australia again. It, to be honest, as amazing as the live press event was, I feel like the actual show really lacked, and you could tell. Uh, because even though Elimination Chamber was quite a good, experience, I'd say it's definitely a C list pay per view. I would say this year's because it was good. There was some good moments there, but that was it. It's like there was a good storyline with McIntyre. McIntyre had a nice little win, nice little match. The Judgment Day and the New Catch Republic had a awesome match, one of the best tag team matches I have seen in quite a while. But the rest of the card was very lackluster, and you got to take into consideration this is a pay per view and it had less matches than a SmackDown, so it was very weird. It had basically one elimination chamber. It had the women's title match. It had the other elimination chamber and the match between the New Catch Republic and Judgment Day. And no offense, but on any pay per view, that really isn't enough, and therefore that makes it lackluster. But as well as that, there was the fact that I'm probably holding a personal grudge because I just love Tiffany Stratton. She is just one heck of a female wrestler, and for me, I just love Tiffany Strats. I really thought it should have been Tiffany time this year, but as I'm a bit sad about that, it's just one of them things you have to kind of move on, don't you? I was hoping it'd be Tiffany time this year, but maybe it'll be Tiffany time in the future. I'm really hoping that Tiffany Stratton does really do well and move stars within the WWE because she is one of the greatest wrestlers that I have seen in a long time. And to be honest, her potential just like reminds me of Mickey James when she first fought Trish Stratus at WrestleMania. So it's like the potential is unlimited where Tiffany Stratton is concerned. And I may be like a super nerd fan of hers, but at the end of the day, I really think that Tiffany Stratton is just potential unlimited. And she really deserves any shot she can get at any gold. I'm sad that it's not going to be Tiffany Stratton who is the women's champion at uh, WrestleMania, but I kind of had a feeling it wasn't going to happen. I kind of knew what was coming, although I didn't want it to happen, or I at least wanted a heel turn, but nada. The issue I have with Becky even winning this match isn't that I don't like Becky. I respect Becky. She's all right. It's just I just didn't think it worked because Becky's been away for God knows how long doing Becky stuff, and then she's just back 5 minutes and oopsie daisies, she wins the Elimination Chamber and then goes to WrestleMania. For me, it just doesn't make sense. No offense, Becky. You are a amazing wrestler. I have nothing against you personally. It's just for me, the storyline just doesn't make sense. Uh, I think if Becky turned heel and, like, broke somebody's arm in the chamber or something like that, and then went to WrestleMania, I feel like that would make sense because it would be the man Becky Lynch again. It would be the dominant Becky Lynch again. But I feel like this face turn has gone really, really stale. And she just needs something to recapture that Becky glory again. Because in my mind, it's kind of been wiped clean. I feel like long gone are the days when Becky used to rule SmackDown and she was a hell of a wrestler. I feel like, well, the thing is, I like Becky and I do like the man character, but I feel like this whole man character has it kind of aided her at the time, but I feel like it's limited her, as in that man character can be all she is, but I don't know. I think I think that Becky Lynch will probably find a way to defy this. I hope she does, because she's a heck of a wrestler, and at the end of the day, I hold absolutely no ill will against her. I just think that her character has grown quite stale, and that the storyline for it doesn't really make sense. But this is the same thing with Nia Jax. It's like you're trying to build Nia Jax as if she's Nyla Rose, and no offense, this is the same woman who was on Total Divas. So can you actually make a great distinction between the two? Nyla Rose is probably one of the most dominant wrestlers I've ever seen, and has definitely made strides within the women's division of AEW. But at the end of the day, I just don't seem to think at all that Nia Jax ever, I don't know, should have been that great in the first place. She's a definite world title contender, I guess. She is good in, well, in the ring somewhat, but I'd say I think if there was a female mid card, it would probably be great because Nia Jax could be in the female mid card. She's more of a tag team titles competitor, I think, in my heart of hearts. So, Nia, if you want to prove me wrong by any means necessary, I understand that's fair enough. Good for you if you do. Um, but I really don't think anything is going to come of that. As well as that, I am kind of also saddened by the Live Revenge tour coming to a stop. Because, I just thought that would have been a heck of a way to end WrestleMania. If Liv Morgan, like, won the chamber and then faced Rhea Ripley and won the title. That would have been just something special. Something that you would only probably see once in a generation. But then again, there's a shame. So that's just one thing. I was also kind of hoping on Naomi, although I knew that was kind of not going to happen. But, when somebody returns, you kind of get all this hope in the world for them, don't you? And you really hope that WWE will actually do something with them and use them right and use them correctly and actually do something good. But it's just the way of the world at the minute, it seems. It's rainy and terrible, so it definitely shows us a lot. But yeah, who else was in the? Oh yeah, Raquel was in the match, and sorry about that. I really thought that Raquel in this match sorry again. She just seems to be everything that she isn't, because she's no longer the dominant badass that she was in NXT. She is no longer the, like, big mommy cool, which really she should be again, because that was, in my mind, the only time in her career where she was on such a dominant strife, and she looked amazing, she was amazing, she was one of the very best. And I feel like she has gone absolutely from a, well, hero position to a zero position, and really Raquel Rodriguez deserves a lot better. The WWE ratings for the game were just ridiculous. I was so mad for Tiffany. Because 79 is not what Tiffany deserves. She deserves like a 90, or at least a 92. In my opinion, it'd be a 95, but that's probably biased. um, but yeah, I believe also that they made Raquel 86, was it? Or something. I thought Raquel should be a little bit higher. But given with everything that's happened, it makes sense. I think they've done Liv Morgan quite dirty as well, because she's an 85, which confused me. But yeah, I don't know. The rating system is just a weird thing. I mean, The Miz is 81, and The Miz is The Miz, so it's just beyond. And I feel quite sad for The Miz as well, because he's not really in WrestleMania this year. He's not really doing anything. Maybe the Awesome Truth can win the tag titles, and I guess I can hold some hope, I guess. But I really don't think that that's going to happen in a way, which is kind of very sad, because I love the Awesome Truth. But, I do like that our truth landed in Austria instead of Australia, though. That was brilliant. As soon as Michael Cole announced that our truths arrived in Austria and not Australia, that was just brilliant. I just thought, oh, that's brilliant. our truth is just funny. Our truth is just brilliant. But yeah, obviously, our truth is like done this on purpose to just make a laugh, take the mic, and yeah, brilliant, completely brilliant. Who doesn't love our truth? Our truth is just amazing, and I really do hope that him and the Miz win the tag titles in the very near future WrestleMania. Fingers crossed. But yeah, I think that would be a great day to end the whole Judgment Day tag title thing. And I feel like as well, because there aren't two tag titles, and I don't think there are two women's titles anymore. There's NXT women's title and the SC tag titles, but I don't think they don't really count on the main roster. So because there's not two anymore, it's oh wait, no, there is two women's titles. Sorry. Because there's not two tag titles anymore, I feel like the tag team scene is kind of not really prospering at the minute. And I feel like Io Sky, although she really could have been a great champion, this reign is quite forgettable, sadly. In my opinion, if you guys believe otherwise, sure, believe it. But for me, it's quite a forgettable reign. Okay. I have to cut this video short. Bye, guys.